Do you know what today is? Today is a special day. Today is a holiday. Today is an important day. Do you know what today is? Today is the day that everything matters. Everything matters today. Today's a very, very important day. Now, we're going to start off in a moment of silence. Lord Heavenly Father, we ask that you come down from the heavens, and that you bless our live feed. Bless the people that come inside of our live feed. Bless the thoughts, the inspirations, the encouragements of the people. Lord, for Heavenly Father, we ask that you bless the finances of all the people that come into this live feed, Lord. We ask that you bless everybody that need the blessing, that seek your blessing, Lord. If they don't seek, don't give it to them, God. But we ask that you bless everyone that seek for your blessing, Lord. We ask that you bless everybody. Lord, today's a beautiful day. Lord, we ask that you bless this holiday. You keep us. Today is what it is, Lord. Today is what's day. And what's yet to come is what you got for us, and no man can stop it, Lord. And we thank you, Father, for coming and giving us our blessings. Amen. Do you know what today is? Today is a special day. A very, very special day. Today is a holiday. Today is a very important day. Today is a special day. Hey, Nee, how you doing? Push that like button. What it do, what it do, what it do. Do you know what today is? Today is National what day? National what day? Man, y'all ain't gonna believe this shit. I seen a post on Facebook that said today is National K9 Veterans Day. I'm like, no, it ain't. No, it ain't. Today is not National K9 Veterans Day. How y'all doing? Push that like button. Push that like button. Please don't come in. 7 people, I should have 7 likes, because today is National What Day. And I want to know today, what do today mean to you? So if you can leave a comment and engage with this comment, you in Southeast, my dude. Thank you. God bless you. God bless you. Charlie, love in the house. Charlie say love. What's up, man? Come on in, push that like button for a real one. A real one that really been through some things. You know, I started going through things at an early age in life. You ain't gonna believe it. I really lived a real life Emmett Till story. Modern day times. I'll tell you what happened. And I don't want you to share this with nobody else. Come on in, push that like button, show me some love, and I'm going to show you some. All the way from Scotland. You know what? Today is National Scottish Day in America. You know that? Hell no, hell no. No, it ain't. No, it ain't. No, it ain't. Today is National What Day? Do you know what National What Day? Do you know what day means to you? What holiday is it to you? Today is what? I'm an ex-heroin addict. Man, that's a good thing. Was you sharing your needles? Did you become an X because you became HIV positive? Like, what's the reason why you're an X? What made you stop? Today is Mother's Day. A lie. We are not spending our money all day on women, on mothers. No, no, no. You was not finna subliminally trick us in a second Mother's Day in America today. No, today is not Mother's Day. Today is what it is day, but it ain't Mother's Day. I can tell you that much. Push that like button, show me some love, because I am a real stand-up comedian. Improv. Like, I don't write jokes. I don't believe that no comedian, if you funny, you shouldn't have to write no goddamn jokes. You should have jokes already pre-recorded, memorized, but you should have a natural talent to just be funny. Just bring up a topic and start talking. How you doing? Push that like button. My name is Mr. Snaggerpuss. Well, that was the name I tried to give myself as a comedian. My real comedy, my comedy name, my comedian name. And people said that ain't a good stage name. Snaggerpuss ain't a good stage name. Snag, you ought to change your name. You know how many people tried to tell me I should change my name? I did change my name. I changed my name for real. I really did, because I was told so many times that I should change my name that unconsciously, subliminally, psychologically, they coerced me to change my name. Now my name is Damon Cole, the comedian, aka Mr. Snaggerpuss. I used to be known, or something like that. How do you say I used to be known in abbreviations? Push that like button, show me love. Okay, what did they say? Rat thick junkies smell like rotten fish in there. Smell it if through my, okay. Tie, okay. Dirty rat, okay. Okay, this dude got a lot of filthy things on his mind. Name a liar last night. You said he was put in adult prison at the age of 12 years old, boy. You said your name is a liar last night. What the fuck? You ain't never read my story? So evidently I got a non-believer in the house that they don't believe that I went to prison at 12 years old. If you understand history, if you understand truth, anything that I'd say, anything that I said that I done, because I really committed a crime and went to prison at the age of 12, it's in the archives. You can look it up by my real name, nigga. E-verify me. Pay for the story. I was E-verified. I ain't gonna lie. I had a job. It wasn't a job. I went and I was working at this beauty salon, and I had this one white female stylist that just felt uncomfortable with my presence. So she went online and she E-verified me. She E-verified me, and she found out my whole life, my whole criminal story. And if you want to pay for the story, you can pay for it. It's in the archives. Not only is you going to see me going to prison at 12 years old for armed robbery and attempted murder. They called it attempted murder because I shot the white lady 5 times with a 25 automatic. I don't fault myself for me being coerced by a 15 and a 17-year-old at the age of 11 to go in a store and rob it. I just don't. And we watched a movie. We watched a movie called Juice, and Tupac and his homeboys went in the store and robbed and shot the white man. So why couldn't I shoot the white lady? Shit. It just sounds real offensive because I was a black kid that shot a white lady. But my grandfather told me, son, if you was to ever go out and commit a crime and go do something heinous, don't never do it to your own people. Have nuts and go do it to a white person. And that's what I did. For all the shit that the white people did to my ancestors and my ancestors and their ancestors. I decided as a child, 11 years old, that it was the right thing to do to go in a store and put a pistol to a white lady face and blow her goddamn brains out. Like I thought that was normal. I thought that was a good thing. But you don't want to hear my story. You call me a psychopathic. I'm psychopathic. I was psychopathic when I was a child because I was coerced. How do you say, psychologically programmed to be psychopathic? You don't understand the generation I come from, man. I'm Generation X, and we are the generation that evolutionized our society to what it is today. Like, do you understand Jeff Bezos is Generation X? Do you understand that? Do you understand Elon Musk is Generation X? Do you understand that? And I just I just name a couple of white boys in that category so y'all can understand. They wouldn't be in that position if the government didn't destroy all the black people minds and all the niggas and all the Negroes that was way intelligent than them. We was working on hydrogen cells way back in 1982, motherfucker. Hydrogen cells. How to fuel your car with water. Like, y'all don't understand that type of shit. See, we was intelligent, and we've always been intelligent. And that's one thing about our society, the program, the system that confines the black man. They don't want us to receive or come across that type of knowledge or understanding or just read across it, because I'm an inquiring mind. If I see something that's very interesting, see, first of all, I'm going to study it. I'm going to inquire it. I'm going to learn how to create it. Then I'm going to manufacture it. And then I'm going to produce it and sell it. Like, how you doing? Push that like button. Don't nobody know who I am, but I got an audience right now, and that's good. But I read comments, and I hate for somebody to, accuse me of being a liar. Because one day I might need this breath, this energy. One day I might be in the middle of the Pacific Ocean. My yacht might be going down. I might need this little breath. I am not trying to waste this breath lying about my life story. My story is a lot deep. It's a lot crazy. It's a lot of unbelievable parts in it. My shit is a lot of unbelievable. Everybody that hear my story, man, that's some unbelievable shit. But God, some kind of way, miraculously allowed me to live through it. Ain't nobody telling my story for me but me. And, I understand a lot of people get jealous because their story ain't as interesting as mine. For a young man to go to prison at 11 years old, 12 years old, I got arrested at 11. I was convicted at 12. By the time I was 13, I was in Mississippi State Penitentiary. That's a real prison in Camp 29, being raised by inmates in Captain Graveskull. Y'all don't know nothing about that type of shit. So when I talk about Captain Graveskull, I'm talking about Camp 29. That's one of the darkest prison camps in Mississippi State Penitentiary. They just had it on the news a couple months ago. Like 18 motherfuckers got killed in 1 month. So we're gonna talk about this, and we're gonna push this like button, man. I want y'all to push that like button, because I'm a brother. If y'all ain't like no other brothers, y'all should like me, y'all should love me, because today is what day? And I'm finna tell y'all what I done been through on today. Like, today I done been through a lot of shit, man. Just imagine being raised in prison and getting an education in prison. All your teachers was prisoners, but they seen something inside of you because you was intelligent, you was smart. I was actually teaching the prisoners. Like, it was crazy. Like, I was helping them learn how to read, and somebody had to help teach me how to read. Push that like button. Don't nobody like you, bro. I need to talk to you. Yeah, I know it's I got millions and millions and millions of dollars behind my story, behind my books. This shit ain't even started yet. And I'm an example. I'm really a living example. A lot of people try to talk to troubled kids, but they don't know how to talk to them because they ain't never been troubled. I was really one of those troubled kids with no father figure, no, no direction, and total strangers, niggas, men, black men that never had an opportunity or never would get a second chance at life, seeing that I had a chance at life. And they sat me down and they talked to me and instilled real shit in me. You know what I mean? You said, what's my age? Man, I'm 49, brother. I've been living for a long time, man. I just started letting my gray hairs grow out my beard. No nourishing mother. Yeah, I had a real nourishing mother. My mother was real nourishing. She fed me all the nourishments of life I needed. She showed me how to shoot a pistol. She showed me how to cook crack cocaine. She showed me how to, get my hustle on. She introduced me to all the crackheads. She gave me my first crack spot. My mama did a lot for me, man. I love my mama. My mama did what she felt was best, what she felt was right, what she felt was normal, what she felt what she had to do. She had to teach me these streets. So she taught me how to be a ladies' man. She taught me how to say all the things that women love to hear. She taught me how to manipulate the women to love me, go crazy and fall crazy in love with me. And if they didn't have it, go get it for me. Like, if they didn't have a lot of money, they would go get a lot of money and bring it to me. And they will protect me. Women will protect you. Women will protect a man. And for me being the prince that I was, I'm royalty. You know what I mean? My father is a king. Push that like button. Don't nobody know who I am. The more I talk, the more people who don't understand a person like me be confused. And I like that, because everybody ain't for me. And I do not want nobody riding with me, behind me, trying to, get rich off of me. None of that bullshit. Like, no. The way I got this shit set up, when it do start popping, we gonna capitalize off this 100% ourselves. Oh, you say, okay, tell us how you doing. Push that like button. I love y'all, man. I love that I got y'all attention. And I ask that you stick with me for just a few seconds, because right now, at the moment, I got dry mouth for talking so much. And I need some coffee. My coffee done got cold. So what I'm going to do right now, let me hit this cigarette. And I want y'all, if y'all 420 friendly, if y'all Rastafarian, I'm a Rastafarian. My religion is Rastafarian. And we gotta have breakfast this morning. We gotta connect with God. We gotta pray. So as y'all come in, if y'all not ready, I ask y'all to get ready and roll your blunt up, roll your joint up, and I'm finna grab me some coffee. So I can finish talking. My mouth getting real dry right now. My grandmother or grandfather usually step up for their grandchild to help their grandchildren when parents fall on their duties. Most grandparents do. My grandparents raised me. My grandparents raised me. And that's a good thing. Grandparents know best. Do you agree? Like right now, some of us are ages of being grandparents. And if our child had a child, and we knew that our child wasn't responsible, haven't got their life together yet, would you allow your child to raise that child, bring another child in this world, and they ain't even got their shit together? No, a real grandparent would step in with authority, take the child from the parent, and raise the child, and help the parent get on their feet, because that's still their child that they can't let fail. Like, I really believe that It is a parent's responsibility, soul-hearted responsibility, to raise their children and instill in them every tool that they need to be able to survive in our society. And if they can't, and if they don't teach those children and give those children all the tools that they need to be survivors, the parent should go to jail for failure to being a bad parent. Just period. I feel like that should be a mandatory law in America, that parents should have a moral obligation. Now, and I'm talking about making sure their kids is financially, morally, everything straight. Like, so when them kids fuck up and they go to jail, the parents should go to jail with their ass. Like, because they parents didn't raise their ass right. And if you agree, push the like button. If you disagree, don't push the like button. Okay, we here, we back. Okay, we right. Okay, so push that like button. You say you like my Benz? Thank you. You know, it ain't a brand new Benz, but it's new to me. You know, my new Benz. I've been had this, for a little while. Push the like button. I'm appreciated. This is the newest car I ever had, and I really appreciate it. Matter of fact, I washed it yesterday. I'm finna take it to the car wash again. I'm finna go wash it again. Appreciate it. Don't leave, because my store, I ain't even got started today. We just getting started. Today is National What Day? And I was finna ask y'all, and we was in a good conversation. I just got kind of sidetracked. The devil threw a evil comment out there, and I read it, and sometimes I get misdirected when I get negative comments, and that's why I need me a good moderator. I need me a good what you call it, a commentator. I need me a female commentator that will come in with me, and we can engage, and she can be helping me, like, even read off the comments. Like, one day I already got my studio. I went and bought my podcast equipment. I bought my podcast equipment off of Temu. Yeah, I bought podcast equipment off of Temu. You ain't gonna believe it. Temu. I'm talking about some good ass podcast equipment too. All right, like, push that like button. Okay. I told the students in class, never have children if you are a selfish person. Let's go. Come on, man. With this conversation, man. That's what I love y'all for, man. Because without y'all, this can't be an engaging, this won't be an engaging forum. Because with y'all, the more questions, and it fuels my intelligence to come up with more and better content. So I just ask y'all to really, you said this podcast. I've been had a podcast, and you can look it up on podcasts. It's the Mr. Snaggerpuss Ain't Shit podcast. And then I got another one, Mr. Snaggerpuss Holy News. I think the Holy News was the last podcast that I tried to create. Sound quality will suffer. Why will my sound quality suffer? Because my podcast equipment came from Temu? A lie? I got the 5-star podcast equipment, and I paid like $300 for it. Like, it had the mic. Man, I'm telling you, the podcast equipment that I got off of Temu back then, I bought it some years ago. When Temu first came out, I was shopping like a billionaire deal, nigga. Like, they had some great deals on there, I swear. You pay for what you get, and I know. And I really got my money's worth. I paid for what I get, and I'm gonna tell you what I mean by that. Please listen. That same podcast equipment, some kind of way, miraculously done charted up, right? Like it valued up. I swear. You go on Amazon, that same podcast equipment that I bought off of Temu, I think I got a deal. I only got it for like a penny. It's on Amazon for $1,600 right now. Now I'm dead $1,595. $1,595. $1,595. Oh my God. And it's like, and on Amazon, it got like 4.5 stars. So it's trending. So I think somebody bought all them goddamn podcast things, bought them up. They bought them up for a penny. Shit, you couldn't beat it. Especially when they ordered the first one and seeing the quality of it, like they bought it up. They bought it up and then they reposted it on Amazon for $1,500. And they've been selling like hotcakes. And I wish if I'd have known what I knew now, I would have bought more. But I'm glad I was blessed to have that one. So I took that up and I set up my podcast studio. And my podcast was doing real well. Matter of fact, you know, when I even shoot my podcast, because I'm a natural, I never even turned on the microphones. I never even turned on the microphones. Walgreen hat goes hard. Oh, this is what this the team. I ain't even know the team. I just like it was cool. I had on some red pants and a white shirt. I was like, you know what? I'm gonna grab that hat right there. I ain't even know it was a Wal. Thank you, man. I thought it was Walmart. I thought it was a Wally World. I really thought this meant I thought this was a Walmart hat. I swear to God. No, I didn't buy this hat off of Temu, bro. Only in California. You said where I'm from, fam? I'm from Compton, California, man. I was born in Compton. I went to school at Dominguez Elementary. And I had just passed the 4th grade. I was going into the 5th grade. And I went to Mississippi for a summer vacation. Virginia. Oochie. Oogie. Oogie, okay. Oogie, okay. What Oogie stand for? Okay. Vagina. I know what vagina means. Okay. You are a 3-strike. You in a 3-strike state. I know. And I struck out before I even got here. That's why I came to California. Because I think it was like one of the most smartest states that I could have moved in, where I can get my medication abundantly. I can stay out of trouble because don't nobody know me. I'm antisocial. I ain't got to worry about fucking with nobody. Nobody fucking with me. I was thinking, just like, push that like button. Let me go back. Somebody said something that was biblical truth. Start here for biblical truth. Pastor Gino Jenkins. Listen, I am not Pastor Gino, and even though, I kind of like Pastor Gino, I disagree with Pastor Gino's teachings, the way he preached. He preached like a black Israelite, and I don't like that shit. If he was preaching like a real preacher, a real nigga, I support Gino. But since he preached like a black Israelite, I don't support that bullshit. And I already know all preachers is fake as hell. So he's right along in the category. Now gone, and anybody that preach out the Bible is fake as hell. Now, if you go into the pulpit and you preaching the word of God that's being cast down from God, coming out your mouth, and you speaking transparency, you talking prosperity and love and kindness and godly, like, that's a preacher, man. We ain't got no preachers like that nowhere in America, because the preachers in America work with the government to psychologically, control the people. through religion. You know, that shit ain't real, man. Ain't Nan's story that no preacher get up there and talk about on Sunday real. And they know it ain't. But they got y'all niggas entertained. They got y'all niggas hooked and bamboozled, sitting on the edge of y'all seats, talking about, feed me more, pastor. Feed me more. You know, dumb ass. You don't sit your goofy ass down. You ain't that goofy ass pastor. Like, I'ma tell you the truth. And the truth might hurt, but it will set you free. And I learned this shit in prison. Man, you can't be a part of the program, dog. Man, that's the program. That's what the white man wants you to be a part of. No, man. Today is what National What Day. And I'm finna tell you what it is today, nigga. Like, listen to me, because I can teach you something. Yes, they need to quit fronting. They know they stopped Temu. They shop Temu too. Man, Temu is the shit. Man, I love Temu. Temu better than Amazon. Matter of fact, business trajectory, Temu gonna pass Amazon about 2035. Temu gonna be the #1. Temu. I like me some Temu. I love me some Temu, man. I done bought so much shit off of Temu. They done gave me so much shit for free. And I'm gonna tell you how to get even better discounts from Temu. Where anytime you get something from Temu, when you receive it, go back and leave a bad review on it. I done left a bad review on everything I bought from Temu, and they done gave me my money back on like 85, 90% on everything. They like, you ain't like it? It was fucked up. Here, you get a refund. Order something else. And I order something else. Oh, I'm shopping like a billionaire, like a motherfucker on that bitch. Like, for real. I spent $100, and I done got like $100,000 worth of shit from Temu. I'll teach you how to shop like a billionaire, nigga. Nigga, no, they got insurance. Hell no, I'm filing claims. Y'all don't know what I'm talking about. Y'all don't know what I'm talking about. Y'all don't know what I'm talking about. I can teach you something. I can teach you how to get some stuff. I bought a mattress. I bought a mattress off of Temu. I got the mattress. It was like one of the memory foam mattresses. It was sealed up. It was airtight. I took that motherfucker and I cut it with a razor blade to open the seal. But I accidentally slit the goddamn mattress. Man, that motherfucker popped out. Pop, 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 pop. Scared the shit out of me. It inflated. I laid on that bitch. That bitch was so soft. I was like, oh my God, it felt better than a goddamn Simmons Beauty Rest Black. Oh, I just melted in that bitch. I was like, oh God, how did you feel? And I fell asleep, right? I woke up in a panic. I was like, oh shit, I gotta text Temu. So I got it and I went onto the website. I received the mattress. And this shit was damaged when I got it. And it sleep real bad. I woke up, my neck, my back, my ass was hurting. I get a message back from them the next day. We are so sorry for the inconvenience. We thank you that you sent it, but you do not have to send that big ass mattress back. We gonna send you a 100% refund with a 20%. They gave me 20% more, so I can, like, 20% credit more, so I can get something else. And I'm like, thank you, thank you. See, I don't know. Some people just don't know, man. Like, they don't know. I don't want to talk about, how to, survive, poor people surviving skills. But I learned, when I first got out of prison, I needed clothes and, I needed shit. And, when you in prison, for 17 years, when you get out of prison, it's like, when I went to prison, I'm gonna be truthful. There was no cell phones. I had a cell phone because I sold drugs. But, if you didn't have, anybody that had a cell phone in 1989, 1990, I had a Motorola StarTAC. And I paid $600 for it back then. And that was an expensive ass phone. Only doctors and drug dealers had a StarTAC. You know what I mean? You remember the StarTAC, the Motorola StarTAC? Yeah, I had that. I think it was like 90, 91, 92. I had a StarTAC. And you said. Get it out, man. Get what out? I need y'all to come on in, push that like button, show me some love. Thank you for the audience. I got 25 people. That's enough people. God said 3 or more, and that's a crowd. And God is in the presence because I got more than 3 people here. So I just ask for y'all to stick around, push that like button, show me some love. If y'all want to know more about my story, if y'all want to, share my videos, I got my story is on YouTube. I mean, a lot of my story, not all of it, not the beginning stages of my story, but a great chapter of my story really begins on YouTube. It was like right after I got out of prison, and I had to go through the hardships of, reintegrating into society with no help. They gave me a $25 check and a one-way ticket to Los Angeles, and I got off the bus and I was lost. I was on the bus, I was lost. People had Bluetooths in their ears and cell phones, and I remember I was staring at this lady at her ear, and she looked back at me. She's like, "Boy, what you staring at?" I'm like, "What's that on your ear?" She's like, "Oh, this is a Bluetooth." I'm like, "What's that?" "Oh, you can talk on your cell phone." I'm like, "Wow, for real?" And the whole damn bus got quiet. Like, "Man, where the fuck you been?" "I've been in prison." Like, what the fuck? They were like, "Oh, hell no." Like, everybody started laughing and shit. Like, again, sir, where was your family? Say what? Hold on, man. Let me get back to the conversation. Man, I had so many comments, and I love that y'all been engaging with me. That's it. They say, I hear other YouTubers say, when people comment and engage and push the like button, it shows YouTube that I'm worthy to have an audience and a channel, and opportunities to come to me. I've been on YouTube since 2009, since I've been out of prison. I got out in 2008. No, I got out in 2009. That's when I got out. That's when I started my YouTube channel, when I got out of prison. A white boy was telling me about YouTube before I got out of prison. He said, "Man, when you get out, start your YouTube channel. Start telling your story on YouTube, bro. I promise you, it's gonna pay off. It's gonna pay you off." And we down south, motherfuckers ain't that damn smart. They don't be knowing exactly everything in the detail, but they be knowing some shit. You know what I mean? And they put me up on game like, "Nigga, your story, little bro, is gonna be your success." Like, man, a lot of niggas ain't got the story to tell that you got to tell, and you got to tell our story too. You got to tell the people's story that'll never see daylight again. And you know how many fucked up. I mean, like, it's really fucked up, man. Like, and my story deep because a lot of it is sealed. A lot of it, I don't even want to think about it. I don't want to talk about it. You know what I mean? Only thing I can talk about is my experience. And sometimes I used to ask myself, why me? You know what I mean? Why am I in this situation? Why did God put me here? Like, why am I in this situation? And a lot of people, as a child, I couldn't grasp it. I couldn't grasp it. But now as a man, I understand it. Like, that experience that I experienced as a young man, you know, God was, I was able to see some things that I can expose in my story that a lot of people deny, to say that it's not true, that it's not real, it don't exist, but it actually does. Like, people don't understand how a person can be systematically condemned, like, by the system. I'm one of them. Like, I don't give a fuck what job I apply for. I'm not gonna get it. No, not me. Like, hell no. I got kidnapping on my goddamn criminal record. Even though I didn't get convicted. I didn't get convicted for kidnapping. I was charged with kidnapping. They know I did it, but they couldn't prove it was me. I talk about karma, man, it's real, man. When I talk about karma, what goes around in life comes around in life. It's real, man. You know, when I got older, you know, same situation happened, man, in life. Happened to me, man. I got robbed. I got all my shit took, stolen. Everything that I said that if that shit happened to me, what I would do, God put me in that situation where it happened to me, and I had to make a decision. What would I do? And I walked away from every one of those. I had to make the right decision because I'm still here, right? But it humbled me to know the difference, to understand that, you know, all our lives are the same. We all gonna come across the same situations. Life is gonna beat us up the same motherfucking way. You know what I mean? Especially when you out here in this world by yourself. You know what I mean? If you don't know what I mean, that means you ain't never been in this world by yourself. But what I love about life, it becomes your best teacher. You know what I mean? It really do. It becomes your best teacher. You know, I really thought, I thought I was on TikTok. I was hiding my blunt at first. I was hiding my blunt at first. Then I realized I'm on my YouTube. Oh shit. I can be me. I can be comfortable shit. You know, some of the darkest shit I experienced in prison the darkest shit I experienced in prison was me being beat by prison guards for refusing to cell up with someone. Refusing to allow someone to come into my cell. I went on for about 12 years. I was in the hole. I actually was in the hole for 11 years. 11 years and 9 months. And the counselors, the psychiatrists, the people, they begged me to come out the hole, and I didn't want to come out. I was straight in solitary confinement. I really was. I really found solitude in solitary confinement, and I was in there for almost 12 years. You know what I love about solitary? You can meditate, you can study, you can, thoughts and ideas just come to you. And to be in a cell by yourself, like for 7 years, I never came out that motherfucker. I didn't have to. Everything I needed was inside the cell. And plus, I was on 23-1, so it's like, what the fuck I want to just go out in that little square, in that little courtyard right there for, where all the inmates can see me. That's not going outside. It's just a little courtyard with a little open beret. You can see a little sunshine on you. I'm cool. Man, fuck that goddamn rec yard. I watched them niggas go out. That was more entertaining. Watching niggas get stabbed going to the goddamn yard. That was some crazy shit. But my story is deep because everything that I was dreaming about in prison, I actually manifested it in real life when I got out. You know what I mean? I still have that paperwork, that prison paperwork, the prison sketches when I was drawing up my barbershop. And if I show you my prison sketch from my barbershop to what my barbershop actually in physical and what it looks like, what I built for real, you'd be like, wow. I drew my barbershop in prison. I knew what I was gonna do when I got out. I was already, I had already had a plan because I had made mistakes. You know what I mean? You know what a lot of people don't know about my story, what they don't understand is that out of those 17 years that I served in prison, God, I say God got me out twice, and I ended up being some back. But in those two times, those two spurred moments that I got out, I fucked up. I did something even worse then. See, one thing about the South, and when you come from a family with a little money, little political pull, you know, my grandfather was a preacher, and a preacher is a powerful motherfucker. I keep telling y'all, one preacher is more dangerous than 10,000 soldiers with AR-15s. My grandfather taught me that when he was a kid. He actually told me that shit. He said, you know, we pay for this shit, but we got the power. Then the military can with their guns. And I'm like, wow, do you understand that? You don't understand. Push that like button. Ooh, get your fingers out of your nose. 17 years wasted. Yeah, I don't think so, bro. I think everything happened for a reason. And I think only time reveals that. You know what I mean? God allows time to reveal it to us. Revelation is through time, bro. Some things just naturally answer the question in time. And if you understand what I'm talking about, then you done been through some things and you done seen some shit over time. And surviving the whole is a feat in itself. Yeah, somewhat. You said let it all out. Man, nigga, this is not therapy, bro. This is not therapy, man. This is a brother's real life with no filter. I'm talking about some stuff that happened 30 years ago. Hell, I've been out for 20. Damn near 20. Feel like 20. You know what today is? Today is National What Day? And I asked y'all in the beginning, what today is to you? Like, a lot of people started, you know, with this conversation even, how my story even came into this damn feed. I wasn't even supposed to be talking about my life or my story or what I went through, how this shit wasn't that. Today is about National What Day? And if I could have just stayed on topic if I'd have had the right audience that just engaged on National What Day, I wouldn't even have went down memory lane of me being in a hole for motherfucking 11 years and shit, nigga. These motherfuckers be fucking with my goddamn mental, nigga. Like, I ain't got time for that shit. I'm free, nigga. I'm happy. I'm living. I'm blessed. Shit. Man, ain't this about a bitch though? You see this shit right here? This that shit niggas kill for. For some odd reason. Motherfuckers want this shit and they'll do anything for it. And people like me that don't care about it, it just comes to us. Like, how did I make this money? And I don't sell no products. I don't advertise. I don't do nothing. But the word around town is I got a natural gift with my hands. And I can take my hands and wrap around your head and fiddle, whittle, and waddle for about 30 minutes and turn around and give you a mirror and you will look at yourself and you will never see yourself in the same way again. Your whole spirit gonna change. Ain't that a blessing? You know, God gave me that skill, man. I tell everybody, man, God gave me that skill. He planted the seed inside of me with my grandfather. But the seed was planted and it was rooted. My head had already popped out the ground. And then my instructor, he nourished me into a young plant and fed me some knowledge and some game that changed the game, that changed everything, man. And you know, I really didn't pay the man I paid him a lot of attention. He had my full attention. I ain't gonna lie. Because everything he said, I listened. But I let it go through one ear and it went out the other ear. But one thing about knowledge, that's one thing about knowledge, and I learned this shit. When somebody give you some real knowledge, give you some real game, when you hear it, it's like eating fish. The meat gonna stick in your brain. The bones gonna fly out your ear. Now remember that. Now I'm gonna tell you what happened. By the time I finished barber college, everything that man told me was some of the same things my grandfather told me, but in other ways. And some of the ways that my grandfather told me, it didn't make sense. The things that he did tell me did make sense. And it was funny because the things that man told me that didn't make sense, when I thought about the way my grandfather told me, it did make sense. And that's kind of hard to, you know, comprehend. A lot of people can't comprehend that. You know what I mean? You say ain't teen, what you say? 18. Man, I be wondering, what kind of letters is that in the front of your shit? Is those Chinese, Arabic and Chinese, Portuguese? Like, what kind of language is that, dog? I thought the fish bone get stuck in your throat. No, man, the fish bone gonna fly the fuck out, nigga. The meat gonna stick. I'm telling you. Cause when a situation come in your life, man, when somebody done gave you knowledge of precaution ahead of time, right? When that situation come to your life, man, every word that person told you gonna fall out the goddamn top of the ceiling. That, you know, the meat stuck. It's gonna fall out the ceiling. You gonna start, oh shit. And if you really understand what's going on at that time, you can take that meat that's falling out the ceiling and get out of that situation. Like, you really can. Like, it's kind of hard to explain. But you can get out of it. I done wiggled out a lot of shit for having foresight knowledge. I swear, like motherfuckers don't understand. But one thing I learned about life is very stressful if you broke. You know, I think that's the only thing that stress people out in America, being broke. If you can't wake up with like $500 in your pocket, you know what I mean? Pocket change. Motherfucking pocket change, nigga. That's pocket change for me. When you got pocket change, shit. You got, my pocket change is the average nigga savings account. And that's fucked up. Okay, I feel you. I love you, man. Thank you, man. Show me some love. I'm a real one, dog. I really understand now, man. I didn't get it when I was young, but now I understand. And if I had a way to teach or had a way to, warn the youth and give them a better example, like nobody told me that I could be a comedian when I was a kid. You know what I mean? Nobody told me that I can make millions and millions of dollars and have my own business and run my own, my own organization. I'm gonna have a for-profit organization. I don't believe in no non-profit shit. Ain't nothing in life for free. Motherfuckers ain't doing shit out the kindness of their heart. So I'm going to keep it real. All my business is business, but my business benefit people for the betterment for themselves, not me. I'm going to win regardless because I'm blessed. And every time I get somebody to sign up, I'm going to get my blessing off the top. I'm not tripping on that. You know what I mean? I just want to open up the opportunities for other people, at least where they can take advantage of a situation. It ain't never been a program that really was in the best interest of the people. And I really got an idea, something that I wrote in prison. And I don't know, I know it'll work, but I just got to get enough people on board to see it to work too. You know what I mean? Because what I really want to do is leave a legacy on, before I die, man. Like I want somebody to talk about me in a positive way more than they talk about Martin Luther King, man. Like I want my name to ring more positive, and people talk about the things that I created and did for our people before. And we didn't ask the government for help. We don't need no motherfucking help. Well, fuck y'all mean, nigga. We got our own. We can help ourselves. I learned that in life, man. If you really want to get out of a fucked up situation, you got to help yourself. And if you don't start thinking like that to try to help yourself, then you ain't gonna never get out that situation, man. When I was homeless, yeah, it was that one seed, that one thought that somebody would come and save me. God would send somebody to come and lift me up and put me on my feet and 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 place me on a high ground. I really thought that. It was that I did have that mustard seed belief, and nothing else, but that was like a percent of the other 99% that I had mental energy to put into trying to help myself. And I used the other 99% to help myself. I just went out, started working, asking people, man, you need a haircut? Man, hey, I'll give you a free haircut if you don't like it. At the end, like, I'll give you a free haircut. I got you. You want a free haircut? I'll sure give you one free if you don't like it at the end. And that never failed. That line right there, God bless me, man, to get more for my work, because I would cut their hair and they'll look in the mirror and be astonished. And people just go in their pocket, give me $200-$300, $1,000. I done had people give me $2,500 for a haircut. I think that's the difference. How we are raised. My mom raised up that we can be whatever we want to be. be. As long as it was legal, we wasn't rich, but we had everything we needed. And that's life, man. You know what I mean? And that's the average, good barber, father life, man. You know what I mean? And since I've been out, I had a chance to redeem myself, get life, you know, have a second chance at life. And I had a son. And you know what I did, and I really believe that when I had my son, God gave me reincarnation in the flesh because my son looked just like me. You know what I mean? And it was amazing, man, because my son was, you know, another me. And he was named after me, had the same name. So I'm like, man, I did not want no child to carry my name. I really didn't. I begged his mama all kind of ways. Like, I had all kind of names for my son. But she was like, no, it's your son. God telling me to name him after you. Man, push that like button. Don't nobody like you, Snag. Your light too fucked up. But I thank you for the engagement. I thank you for the comments. I thank you. But today is what is day. I wasn't really trying to talk about myself today, but it is what it is.